1 page of knitting? Question mark? That seemed a little sus. Just wanted to give a quick rundown of what I'm using. Life in the Long Grass, their rainy weather collection that was put together for the MKAL. And I'm using the recommended needle size, which is US 4 3.5 millimeter needles. For my mohair dare, I'm using Sysleriget and their silk mohair. So that's just the basics of what I'm using for this MKAL. Welcome to clue number 3 of the westknits MKAL. My name is Keiko, and I'm here to share my clue number 3 adventures, see how it goes. So the current time is Friday, October 18th at 7:15 in the evening, and boy do I have some news for the vlog. So today we're going on a trip. We're in the car. We just got coffee. Very important. Because we're about to drive 3 hours to a yarn store. So I will tell you more about it once we get there, but I'm really excited, and this is a really spontaneous trip and adventure, but sometimes being spontaneous is important. So I'm gonna be honest, this vlog did not go as planned because I thought at the beginning of the week I was going to be documenting my clue 3 progress. Instead, it kind of turned into a little bit of a yarn store crawl kind of thing. So it was a fun week, and I'm excited to take you along with me and show you all of the wonderful stores that I visited. And then at the end, I will show all of the fun yarns and other things that I did purchase from the different shops. So we started the morning off strong. Driving to Cambria was about 3 hours away from me, and the first shop up was Ball and Skein and more. And this was a lovely little shop. It looked like downtown Cambria. The little main street was so cute, and I wish that I had more time to see it, but I had a lot to do in the day. So one thing that really stood out to me in this yarn store was they had racks. I want to say 3 double-sided racks of monos yarn in different bases and different colorways, and so that was really cool to see. And then of course they had, racks and racks of other yarns too. I was hoping to hit 4 shops. So that way all I would be left with would be Santa Barbara, Carpinteria, and Simi Valley, which are all a lot closer to me than these 4 shops. So on my way from Cambria to San Luis Obispo, working my way back down south, I had to pull over because it was the most beautiful view of the ocean, and again, I wish I had more time and I would have gone out and gone for a little walk, but it was a beautiful, sunshiny, warm day. Wonderful. And then I made it to San Luis Obispo. I've never really stopped in San Luis Obispo except to pull off and get gas. I usually get gas in San Luis Obispo when I'm making a trip up north. But the yarn shop in San Luis Obispo was Yarns at the Adobe, right in downtown San Luis Obispo, and it was very cute. I did not film much in here because it was a very small store, but a small store with a big selection of yarn, I would say. There was also a few people in there, and since it was a small shop, it felt pretty full, and so I didn't want to impose. So I just took a quick little video of a little corner of the shop. So next up was Let's Knit, and that's in Grover Beach, which was not too far from San Luis Obispo. And this was a cute little store. Also, I apologize. Comment is here, and she wants to add her 2 cents in. So if you hear her mumbling, that's what it is. Let's Knit was a very cute store. There was lots of Malabrigo yarn and this Savannah yarn that I thought was really pretty. I would say a solid selection of yarns at this store, and the location seemed like it was not too far from the beach, so that's always nice to have those coastal vibes. So my next store is Old Orcutt Yarnery, and this store was in an old house. They have their own house dyed yarns, and each yarn is named after like I don't know, local mountain, or this one is California poppies, and I thought that was really cool. Beautiful selection of yarn, of course. They had a lot of smaller dyers, I would say, which was nice to see because I love my hand-dyed yarn, you know. And then these felted little slippers, really cool. I would love to give felting a try sometime, but I'm very scared. But really cool to see. And they had their store organized by different yarn weights. Again, lots of hand-dyed yarns. Doodle decks, I was really tempted. But yeah, I ended up walking away. I spent the most money at this store, I'll be honest. So, that was surprising. And, I mean, it's not close, but, I mean, I could definitely see myself making that drive again sometime. And luckily, I had finished all of those shops in time to make it to the Santa Barbara store before the end of Friday. So that was unexpected, but very good. It's called the Crafter's Library, and this store is really cool. They do so many different crafts, not just yarn. And yeah, they do like classes, and I would love to take a class there sometime. I would say of all the stores, this had the least amount of yarn in store, but it was a very cool like store concept as far as like many crafts and many hobbies go. And that was my adventure, my day adventure for Friday. Too much fun, way too much fun, but not a lot of knitting done. So then I will let past self do some talking about the MKAL, or that's what this week's vlog was supposed to be about, was like the MKAL, but, so yeah, I'll do that and I'll talk about the MKAL. So, I haven't started clue number 3. It's already been like 2 days and I haven't even started clue 3. So this might be the week where I fall behind on the clues, but it's okay. I'm still feeling good about the progress that I have made. So I did finish clue 2 on Wednesday afternoon. So this is what my clue number 3, or this is what my clue 2 is looking like so far. I haven't downloaded the pattern. I haven't seen any spoilers. So I'm excited to look at it tonight, although I'm not sure I have the energy to be knitting tonight. Because today I went to 5 yarn shops and I drove over 6 hours total to go to all the yarn shops. So it was a big day, and that's why I didn't knit at all today. Yesterday I was busy all day, and then I had an aerial class, and then after the aerial class I was just too tired to knit. So I'm gonna download the pattern, take a look at it, give some of my first thoughts. I'm hoping maybe this will be a lighter week of knitting, so that way I can catch up, because I still have 2 more yarn shops to go to between Saturday and Sunday, And I'm not sure if I want to do one day and one the other day, or if I want to do them both in one day, because like one's a little north and then one's a little south, of course, you know. So I have to factor that into the weekend. But yeah, pull the pattern, check it out, see what's going on, what crazy stuff Stephen West has prepared for us this week for Clue 3. I do also have a problem. I'm pretty sure I kind of strained my hand, my right hand, which might not be the biggest deal because I do knit left-handed, but I don't know, it feels weird. And I'm pretty sure that that's from my aerial class and not from knitting so much. Pretty sure about that. So, we shall see. Hopefully it's no big deal and everything's fine. Fingers crossed for me. Okay. Also, for the yarn crawl, I haven't really, I've been to like a few yarn stores. I mean, especially when I travel, I try and go to a yarn store. But I really haven't been to many yarn stores, let alone local yarn stores, because like local, like the furthest one away was 3 hours away, you know. So it's just like I feel like this area is lacking in good yarn stores. But it was fun to go and experience and just like so many yarn stores in one sitting. It's so exciting. Okay, just looking at the abbreviations, brioche, and we're looking at only 3 pages of knit, 1 page of knitting, question mark. That seems a little sus. I mean, there's a lot of repeats in there. Oh, there's a lot of repeats in there. Yeah. Short row wedges. Is that like what this was in the beginning when we joined the semicircles? Is that a short row wedge? I don't know, but I'm kind of tired tonight and I want to change. Oh, by the way, this is my Thea top. It is by Susanne Muller, I believe. It's got this cute little detail on the bottom. I don't know if it really shows up with my fuzzy yarn. I held a fingering and a Siri together to get this fabric, and they're by Dusty Yarn Co. In the Bougainvillea colorway. And I love this, and I got so many compliments on it today, and that was very nice of everyone who complimented it. But that's what I'm wearing. I love this tank. It's nice and comfortable to wear, and I can throw it on and feel like a little put together without even trying, you know. But anyway, I'm ready to get into sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and I need to drink some more water because I definitely did not drink enough water today. And I might just really look at the pattern, but I doubt I'll be getting any knitting done tonight because I'm almost ready for bed. Mama woke me up at like 4:30 this morning. And then it was like one of those, well, it's too close to go back to sleep, so you may as well stay awake. And I think because I was up so early and I decided I was going to go to the yarn crawl or the yarn hop, gave me time to like prepare myself for that. But yeah, no regrets. I'm really excited to vlog about, or just to go over everything I bought, so then that way I can like, there's something I really want to cast on, but I can't yet, and I might need some more yarn for it, so we'll see what the other 2 shops have to offer. Anyway, be back with some more updates, hopefully tomorrow afternoon, maybe, we'll see. So it's currently Sunday, October 20th at 10:47 in the morning. This is all I am into clue number 3, and honestly, I'm thinking about just ripping it back because I feel like every time I come to like, you should have 16 stitches or 15 stitches, I'm always not correct. So I think I'm just gonna rip it back and then start again, try again, and hopefully get it right this time. So on Sunday, or actually on Saturday, when I was out just running some errands around town, I went to get gas and I accidentally popped my hood instead of popping my gas. Popping the little, thing to get to the gas. And when I opened my hood, I noticed like little white splatters all over my engine. And then I looked a little closer and I noticed that it looked like it was kind of like bubbling and steaming from my radiator. So that was unlucky, but also, like, it could have been way worse. I could have been, out on my little Friday adventure and this had happened. And that would have been a lot worse and a lot more annoying to have to deal with, because luckily the gas station I was at was like literally 2 blocks away from my mechanic. So Saturday, I dropped my car off at the mechanic, and then I was really bummed because I only had 2 more stores to go to for the yarn hop. So yeah, I kind of spent Saturday a little bummed, and I didn't get too much knitting done. But then I had the idea of, well, the Carpinteria store is not that far from me, and Carpinteria is a very small town. And then I did some like Googling and stuff, and then I realized I could take the train to go to Carpinteria, and I could take the bus to get to the train stop. And actually the yarn store in Carpinteria was like less than a 10-minute walk from the train station. So Saturday I booked my train ticket and I found what time I needed to leave for the bus. It's been a while since I've been on a train on the West Coast. It's a really convenient way to get around when you don't have a car, that's for sure. So it was like a fun adventure, kind of getting out and going on a train ride. And yeah, I don't know, it almost felt like I was on vacation, even though I'm at like home. But yeah, and also the ocean views. If you ever need to get anywhere up and down the coast, California coast, the Pacific Surfliner will take you and you will have wonderful views. So I took the train to Carpinteria and then went to Roxanne's. And this, I would say, is more of a quilting store, which is great for me because I'm trying to get into quilting. My mom quilts, and I really want to start English paper piecing, and I have supplies, but you know how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just get everything and then you like procrastinate it. So I was really excited to see this store, and I got very distracted by all the quilting stuff. Their yarn room was small but mighty, I would say. They had so many fun, vibrant colors and like very nice bases. I saw Rowan. I believe it was kind of like a tweed yarn, and I really wanted to get some of that and like knit a sweater or something. Malabrigo, of course. Juniper Moon, I believe it is. Yeah, just a very good selection of yarn in one of their rooms. This store was also in an old house, so that's really cute to see. And they had a really good selection of like notions and needles. So if I'm ever in the market and need to get needles that my local store doesn't have, I'm definitely coming out here to see if they have them, which they probably will. So that's great to see. And also, they have this room full of these featherweight sewing machines, which I've never heard of, but they're all stunning and from like the 1930s through the 60s, I want to say, and refurbished, and like, wow. Very, very neat to see that in person. And then sadly, I did not get to make it to the Simi Valley store, but that one is also not too far from me. So, like, I will definitely go and see it at some point, for sure. But it just unfortunately did not work out this weekend. And man, it hurt so much being so close to finishing all 7 stores. And like, I could have and I would have taken the train from Carpinteria to Simi Valley, but on Sundays the buses do not run in Simi, and I just didn't, I don't know, I just didn't feel right paying for like Ubers to Uber me all around Simi Valley and stuff. And so then, yeah, I just decided no Simi Valley for me. But it's okay because I know that they have a knit night, and I just need to get up the social battery, I guess, to go to the knit night. Like, it's something I've always wanted to do, but I'm just like very scared to do. New things and meet new people is very scary, even though I know no one is ever like actually scary, you know? But yeah, so maybe this will be like my extra motivation since I didn't get to go and to attend one of their knit nights very soon, hopefully. Quick update. It's Tuesday, October 27th at 11:19 in the morning. And progress update. We have 3.5 repeats done so far. So we have a long way to go. I did the math and it seems like each color section takes me about 20 minutes to do like one of these triangles. So I'm looking at about 10.5 more hours of knitting to finish this clue. And it's already Tuesday, and that is so much knitting. But the good thing is that today's a very light day. So other than picking up my car, which fingers crossed will be fixed today, I can just knit for the rest of the day. And hopefully knock out a lot of this clue number 3. I can't believe it's clue 3 already. I think that just kind of hit me. And that next week will be clue 4, and then this shawl will be done. And I do feel like it has a long way to grow, you know? Like, I'm really curious to see what the final shape will be. Like, yeah, I'm just very curious what the final shape will be. So, here's to having a nice, hopefully chill day of just knitting, sitting with Comet and Nala, and yeah, just having a good day. Hopefully, all that to say, just hoping there's no curveballs today, aka hope nothing goes wrong with my car getting fixed. And I mean, if they can't get it finished today, I don't really need it today or tomorrow, or I can get around taking the bus and stuff, so that's fine. Get to where I need to go. So yeah, just hoping that goes smoothly. And so to help get my mind off of it, I'm just gonna chill out and knit all day. So yeah, as far as this repeat is going, I'm finding it to be like more confusing than it needs to be. Like, I just keep second guessing myself and feeling like I need to count like every single repeat, when it's like, I know the repeat now, you know, and everything's fine. But yeah, I think I'm just like trying to overcomplicate it in my head, and I don't need to. So I'm just gonna try and relax and just let the knitting kind of happen, you know. And yeah, hopefully get a little more faster at this repeat. Fingers crossed. That'd be nice. Next will be acquisitions, and I'll talk about everything that I bought through the yarn hop. And a big surprise to me was at the last store, Roxanne's in Carpinteria, I won one of their daily boxes. So that was like a really pleasant surprise, and so that's a really big unboxing. So I know that not everyone is into acquisitions, so if you're not into that, thank you for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next vlog. Okay, first up is the prize box that I cannot believe that I won. I never really win prizes, so this is really cool. So there are some little amigurumi keychains, and then this cute little ball basket. It says, the tag says Walker on it. So, and then this yarn has no tag. So, that's a mystery. This adorable long project bag is by Emma Ball. And then it came with a bunch of Malabrigo patterns, which I love. Free patterns. Especially since there are so many different yarn weights in this box. So, the first yarn up is Barocco Millefiori Light, ? Color number 6829. 100 grams is 350 yards, and it's 50% wool, 50% acrylic. Our next yarn up is Juniper Moon Farm. This is the Cumulus Stripes. And this is 100 grams, 251 yards, 94% cotton, 6% nylon. This next yarn came with a free pattern too, and it's an earth yarn that does not have a tag. It feels to me to be a DK weight, and if I were to guess, I would guess that it is a cotton yarn. Our next yarn up is Dream in Color yarn, Classy Cashmere. Its colorway is called One of a Kind. It's a 4 ounce is 200 yards, and it's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. Very soft and squishy. I'm obsessed with the colors too. I love fun colors like this. And the next yarn, beautiful blue. This is also from Juniper Moon Farm, Moonshine Fine. It is 100 grams, 437 yards, 30% baby alpaca, 30% wool, 25% nylon, and 15% silk. Its color is 1010. Our next yarn is Cumulus by Juniper Moon Farm. This is 100 grams, 251 yards, 94% cotton, and 6% nylon. And I love this yellow color. It's very soft. I believe it will pill easily, but only time will tell. So these are Knitter's Pride marbles with a Z. Needles, US 6, 4mm, which is perfect because I have been using larger needle sizes a lot more lately. Usually I'm like a US 0, 1, or 2. And these are super fun colors. I'm obsessed. And then next up is Knitter's Pride Basics with an X needles. These are US 11s, 8mm with a 40-inch cord. Next up is an Addy Click starter set. So it came with a couple needles and some cords, which is great. We love that. And then this is an adorable little compact mirror, but it has embroidery on it on the front. Cute little flowers and a butterfly. I love it. And then we have a shawl pin by, is it Like or Likey? But anyway, now that I'm a shawl maker, can't wait to use a shawl pin. Definitely getting overwhelmed by this point. So this is really, really cool. It's a kit for a circumstellar shawl. Beautiful. The kit came with pattern, yarn, a shawl pin, and some stitch markers. I can't believe this was all in a giveaway. I feel like this is so much, and I'm just so overwhelmed with how, like, much and exciting, and yeah, I'm overwhelmed by it in a good way. The yarn is by Anzula Luxury Fibers, and this colorway, main color is called Dotty. 100 grams, I'm assuming, and that's 420 yards. 80% superwash merino, 17% acrylic, and 3% polyester. The colorway is Gravity, and the mini skeins do not have labels on them. So unfortunately I have no information to give on those. Very beautiful and very fun colors to go together though. I am actually really wanting to knit this up. It looks like this kit was for their local yarn store day. So the 3 mini skeins are Anzula Squishy Base, and then the shawl pin is by Lickin' Flames, and the space stitch markers are from Stitch Sprouts. So, very fun kit. I am actually very excited to cast this on someday. And then last but certainly not least are these LITLG Maker's Bags. I want to say that these are like wax kind of canvas. And so it'll kind of like, you can see it shows the fold lines and stuff, but I feel like they will wear very nicely. And as of lately, my projects have been getting bigger, so these bigger project bags will come in very handy. So excited. I can't believe I won. I can't believe how amazing this gift box is, or this prize box is, and I'm just so honored and happy. And yeah, I don't know. It's so amazing. Okay, on to things that I purchased. On to our first store at Ball & Skein and More. My first purchase was by Trendsetter Yarn Group, and it's their Vibe yarn, which is 50 grams, 125 yards. It is 48% fine merino, 21% alpaca, 16% nylon, 11% polyester, and 4% visco, I believe. And the colorway is charcoal. And I got this with a specific project in mind that I want to incorporate yarns from this yarn crawl from. So I'm on the hunt for some more yarns for this project, but this is the first yarn for that project. Very, very excited about it. The second purchase was flower stitch markers. These are seamless metal rings with a smooth nylon coating. 32 markers came in this set, but I'm just obsessed with the greens and yellows and whites, and I can never have enough stitch markers, so I feel like that was a very good purchase. And then it came with this adorable little nail file that has this little ruler on the back. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but I love it. And my fingernails have been catching on my yarn, so this will be handy to throw into my bag. And then a little sample of a wool wash. So that is lovely. Our next store was San Luis Obispo. I bought this card from a local artist. I just love how it looks, and I love the colors, and I would love to get it put in a little frame to put with all of my little knitting things. The next store up was Let's Knit, and at Let's Knit I bought this Cascade Yarns Nifty Cotton Splash. 100% cotton. It is 100 grams, 185 yards, and I like to make hand towels and dish rags and stuff. And so, I don't know, I just wanted to buy this yarn because I like making those things. The next thing that I bought, Indicita Malabrigo. This is Caprino. It's a 50 gram skein, 164 yards, 80% superfine merino, 20% cashmere. So it's very soft. And I saw the store had a sample of this yarn knit up in a Sophie shawl? Sophie scarf? Whichever the smaller one is. And I had to get it, and I had to make one of my own, so I bought this. Our next store was the old Orcutt Yarnery. This was the big purchase store. So, first of all, they had the book, The Gnomes of Grimblewood. And if you don't know, I had just finished the Fiber Artist September Mystery Gnome, someone to write gnome about, and I was obsessed. So this book was also a recent release, and I'm really happy to have found it in a yarn store because I almost went to Barnes & Nobles and bought it, but I'm really happy that my money went to a local yarn shop instead of Barnes & Nobles, and I'm happy to have this book in my collection. One of the ladies who was helping me told me about how they have their own house dyed yarns. I could not refuse, and the California Poppy colorway was really standing out to me. So this is 100 grams, which is 354 or 387 yards. It's an 80/20 superwash merino and nylon, and I mean, I just love this orange color, and I'm very happy that it is in my stash now. So this one, I'm going to say I didn't buy it for myself. I'm going to say I bought it for my mother. This is Woolstock Bundle by Blue Sky Fibers. It is 21 mini hanks. Each hank is 100% Highland Peruvian wool, and they're all 5 grams each, and 5 grams, 12 yards each. I bought this mostly for my mom because hanging right above it was this little leaf garland, like knitted leaves, and so now I need to make that for her. So I'm going to say this purchase wasn't for me, but it is a purchase for a make for her. Then we got some freebies. So we got a sticker, which I love, and yeah, I just love collecting stickers. And then also a new tape measure, which is amazing. The lady and I were joking about how, you know, we can have one in every room, yet somehow we never have one around. So it's very nice to have another one added to my collection. And hopefully I don't lose it. From the Crafters Library, I bought Lanes du Nord. It's from Italy. Ooh. And it's Poema Glitter Luxury line. This is color number 607. 150 grams is 656 yards. The composition is 95% mulesing free wool, which is amazing, and 5% polyamide. So this is the second yarn that I found in the Yarn Hop to go into my Yarn Hop project. So very, very happy that I found this. And also the cashier said that they stopped making this, which is a tragedy because this yarn feels wonderful, looks amazing, and I just am obsessed with it. So very sad to hear that that is the that it is no longer being made. And then they had a fun thing where you could spin a wheel and get a prize, and my prize was a free pattern. Love that. Oh, I also grabbed the sticker, I'd rather be knitting, at the Crafters Library. Next up, from Roxanne's and Carpinteria, this, I will warn you, is not a yarn haul. If you're interested, would love to share really quickly. Like I said, been getting into quilting, so His first pattern, A Gathering, is by Barbara Persing. And this is actually for my mom. So when I was in there, I was just like blown away. So I had to FaceTime her. And I gave her like a quick little FaceTime tour. And she's like, you need to get me that. So I got her that pattern. The next pattern I got is called And So It Crows by Lap Yourself Into Stitches. Two of my favorite things, crows and sunflowers. So could not pass this one up. The next one, also by Lap Yourself Into Stitches, is My Crow Garden. And then my final pattern is called Frank by Leela Boutique. I was just obsessed with him. They had one of the pillows done up in, I just couldn't resist. And then I bought a green fat quarter for his face because I don't have a green color. So I thought this green would be fun. And then I bought backing for him, which is crows. And if you haven't noticed, I kind of love crows. And then a couple spools of yarn that I will need for this project. Then they gave me a couple fun stickers and the cutest, most tiniest row counter ever. Adorable. I love this saying on the back of their business card. It's like I needed that validation, you know? And then the last freebie was this cute little notions tin that came with a couple stitch markers and a progress keeper. So, that's my haul. I guess it's safe to say I'm broken my yarn buying ban. I've come so far, but I think my friend put it best. I wasn't at home buying yarn on my phone because I was sad. I was going out in the world and I was experiencing new things and seeing new shops and supporting small local businesses. So I feel like it's not the worst thing ever. So I would like to say this is the week where I'm embracing my own pace. Because could I have knit all day yesterday and then all day today and caught up? I certainly could have, but that wouldn't have been very fun. I had a busy week and then I had a fun weekend doing the yarn hop. I feel like if I had just pushed myself to catch up, it would have made me feel bad for, spending the weekend doing those fun things, I guess. And so this is the week where I am embracing my own pace and accepting that I'm not finished with clue 3 when clue 4 starts. As of now, I'm halfway through clue number 3. I do plan for the next week, because clue 4 is released tomorrow, to try and pick up my knitting pace so I can try and have clue 4 done by next Thursday, Halloween. But again, if it doesn't happen, I think that's okay too. As much as I would have liked to have kept up, I'm still really proud of myself and really proud of how far I've come. So, yeah, I think this is definitely, I always preach everyone, we should all, be proud of where we are, for our own circumstances and everything. And so now I just need to be proud that I've made it this far and kept up as much as I have. So yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm proud of myself for not just pushing through it all, because I feel like typically I would have, but I guess I'm growing up a little bit. So while the week didn't go exactly how I had planned or expected, or just thought I was going to be business as usual finishing up clue number 3, I think it was a really fun week. So I hope you enjoyed coming along. going to some yarn stores with me, falling behind on the MKAL with me. And if you did enjoy, I would love a like on the video and subscribe. If you want to follow along and see more knit vlog content, hopefully we'll see if next week I will have finished the rest of Clue 3 and the rest of Clue 4. You know, that's my goal. But again, I am doing my best to embrace my own pace, and I did a good job at that this week. So also, if you've made it to this point, would love to hear what you've been working on throughout the vlog, how your MKAL experience is going, if you're also participating, or just what you've been working on. And yeah, I will see you next week for hopefully the finale of the westknits 2024 MKAL.